Hey, it's Marvolo and welcome back to my channel. Since 2015 is coming to a close right now, I wanted to go over some of my goals for this year, the New Year's resolutions I made back in January, and I thought it'd be interesting to document this and make my new New Year's resolutions so that I can look at it next year. I'm going to preface this by saying that I failed, I believe, everything I wrote down on this list. Oops. Let's hope I do better next year. So, the first goal I had for myself was draw daily. I definitely did not do that. I drew a few times this year. I definitely did not draw every day. I think I broke that resolution after the 4th day. Even though I didn't draw every day, I did draw often, and the real goal was to become better at art. So here was my first sketch of the new year. The crappy drawing of Voldemort and the Viper. Now, I'm by no means a good artist, I just do this for fun, but this is one of my most recent drawings that I've finished. Discord from My Little Pony, puffing on a blunt with chocolate milk, rain, and cotton candy clouds. If you watch My Little Pony, you'll get it. If not, I'm sorry. I'm a brony. Don't hate me. I also said I wanted to write daily. I wrote a lot more this year. I participated in 2 different NaNoWriMos, a Camp NaNoWriMo and Nano in November, and I didn't win either of those nanos, but I got way further into both of my projects I was working on, and I'm really proud of what I was able to do. The next goal I had for myself was to finish the 52 book challenge. If you haven't seen that before, just Google it, look it up on Tumblr. I'm sure you'll be able to find it, but it was just certain types of books. I did not read all 52 of the categories. I read 30-something of the categories, but I did read more books than that, and I really branched out this year. I tend to stick to fantasy and young adult, and this year I read a lot of nonfiction books, and I really deepened my love for nonfiction writing. I actually just purchased a bunch of nonfiction books that I'm super excited to read. I also discovered a love for classic literature. Even though it's kind of a love-hate relationship, I can get really angry with a piece of classical literature while I'm reading it, but when I'm done, I'm really happy I did, and I get a lot from it. I wanted to do 1 crochet project a week, or if it was a medium-sized project, 1 every 2 weeks, or a large one a month. I think I crocheted like 2 or 3 things this whole year, and I know that's pretty terrible. Practice yoga 2 times a week. I think I did that for the first month. I don't exercise at all. I was trying to get myself back in shape because I was coming from being super anemic and super sick into what I thought was good health. But then about 5 months into the year, I ended up having abdominal surgery. I couldn't really work out at all, and my health's just... we don't know. Write a book. Didn't do that. I tried. I've probably got 30K into my current project, which is a good accomplishment, but I didn't finish a book. And this last one I put on here because I thought, you know what? Even if I can't accomplish any of these other ones, I can do this. I've got this one. No, I fail at every single one of my goals. My last goal on my list was to find a therapist, and this one is out of my own hands. I've been on the wait list since the beginning of the year. It might have actually been longer than that, but at least a year I've been on this wait list, and yep, no calls yet, still on the wait list. Is there any point to making a New Year's resolution? Should we even do this at all? Like, why do we make these promises if we're just gonna feel guilty a month later when we stop doing it? I think it's important to make goals, and maybe it shouldn't be so specific. There shouldn't be a number, but just to remind yourself of something you want to accomplish. I'm going to sit here and think for a little while, and then write out my New Year's resolutions, and hopefully this next year I'll be able to accomplish them. Another point I really want to make, though, is that with most of my goals, even if I didn't reach them, trying and putting out the effort ended up giving me a reward in the long run. So even if you don't quite do what you wanted to, don't give up and give yourself another shot. Don't be too hard on yourself. And I think that's a really important thing to do, is to not punish yourself just for not being able to keep up with something. Okay, I'm gonna sit here, reflect, and try to decide what I want my 2016 to look like. Stop judging me, cat. Alright, I'm back. I have made a list of my goals and resolutions for the new year, and I'll share them with you guys right now. My number 1 goal: smoke weed every day. This is something that shouldn't be hard for me to accomplish, and that's why I put it on my list, because I already do that. I smoked weed probably every day this year except for maybe a couple days when I was in the hospital. So let's hope for no hospitalizations, because I asked them if I could bring my volcano to the hospital. And they said no. They just laughed at me, actually. Number 2, reconcile old friendships. I have a lot of friendships that have fallen apart, mostly due to lack of contact, and I just want to try to reconnect with some of my old friends this next year and try new mediums of artistic expression. So I do modeling, I've done dancing in the past, I write, I draw, I crochet, I've done acting, I've done a lot of different things. So this next year I just want to try out some new things. I have some charcoals and some watercolor pencils that I want to try out. I might like to try out working with clay, painting. I mean, I'm open to a lot of different ideas. I might like to get back into knitting. I just want to try out as many different aspects of art as possible. I've been enjoying makeup, so maybe I'll dive deeper into that. I might show some of that on my channel. I'm really not sure yet. Speaking of my channel, my next goal for the new year is to get more involved in the YouTube community, and by that I just mean putting more time into my channel and putting more time into watching other people's videos and responding, and just community growth, and just getting to know other people, because I really love the YouTube community. I feel like it's really similar to the Tumblr community, which I've been enjoying for a few years now, but I first started making YouTube videos when I was 12 or 13. This channel isn't that old, obviously, but I had a previous channel when I was younger, and I've always just really enjoyed this form of expression, and I'd really like to dive deeper back into it. I did put down one goal this year for my writing, and that is to participate in all of the NaNoWriMo events, which a lot of people might disagree with, because it's like, oh, your goal isn't to win at Nano, your goal is just to participate, like you don't deserve a medal just for participating or whatever. My goal is just to participate, because if I participate, I get the word count, and when you're a writer, if you win NaNoWriMo, that really doesn't mean anything in life, you know? I mean, it's something that you accomplish, and it really is amazing, but, like, finishing a book and finishing Nano aren't the same thing. So, even if I don't win at any of the Nanos, it's progress towards a completed book. And my last goal is really important to me, because I pushed myself through reading a lot of books that I wouldn't normally read, and I want to keep doing that, and I want to read often. I like to always be reading at least one book, if not multiple books, so that I can switch through whatever my mood calls for. So my goal is to read often and without obligation. So without obligation meaning, if I'm bored of a book, I'm gonna finish it. I don't not finish books. That's just not something I'm really capable of doing, but if I'm not feeling a certain book at a certain time, I'm gonna put it down and I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm in the mood for young adult. I can't do classical literature right now. I will come back to you, but I think that it's important to be able to let yourself do those things. You know, when you're reading for pleasure, it isn't the same as reading for school, and you don't need to punish yourself, and I did that a lot this last year. So those are all my goals for the new year. Hopefully I won't fail at every single goal like I did last year. Let me know what your goals for this next year are down in the comments. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you can be updated next time I make a video. I'll see you guys in 2016.